Question is to the Minister of Transportation. Yesterday, the minister appeared to take a step back on high occupancy tolls. While the budget speech said that the government will commit to moving quickly to implement tolls, the minister now says the government is not rushing into anything. Has the minister now realized that putting high occupancy tolls on hundreds of kilometres of Ontario's highways is an expensive and risky scheme, that Metrolinx agrees is not a significant revenue source for transit?
Minister of Transportation and Infrastructure.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. No, we are not taking a step back, and no, we are not rushing into anything. We are going forward steadily down the path we committed to in the budget, and I'm sorry that people in that party are feeling hoisted on their own petard with their confusing positions on transit, that we're getting into this word detail. Let me read the budget, Mr. Speaker, very carefully so it's not lost in anyone. The province is committing to convert select high-occupancy vehicle lanes in the GTHA into high-occupancy toll lanes, HOV-HOT lanes, in which carpooling drivers would, and I want to emphasize, continue to drive for free, but other drivers would be able to choose to drive in these lanes for a toll. Toll-free options would exist on all highways that have HOV-HOT lanes. This model has been successfully implemented in several places, Mr. Speaker, including Florida, Texas, and California. Mr. Speaker, that's been published for quite a while now. I don't think it's complicated English. I'm sure the member opposite understands it.
Supplementary.
No, I do. I appreciate the simplicity of the message. The Minister of Transportation and the Minister of Finance appear to be awfully optimistic about the revenue potential of high-occupancy toll lanes. But in February, we learned that the new hot lanes in Washington, D.C. lost over $11 million in just their first 6 weeks of operation. The Washington, D.C. hot lanes are only 14 miles long. Meanwhile, the province has committed to building up to 450 kilometres worth of hot lanes. Will the government stop wasting time with risky tolling scheme and instead focus on the real job of building new transportation options for Ontarians?
Question. Thank you. Minister.
Mr. Speaker, would the third party start futzing around and decide whether they're going to support what is the largest investment in infrastructure and transportation in the history of this province? We have more projects out there like the Eglinton Crosstown, Mr. Speaker, which are quite frankly the largest, just on its own, transit project in the history of Ontario, Mr. Speaker. We introduced HOV lanes in 2005. They've been a tremendous success. There were naysayers at the time. We are prudently looking at the experiences. Mr. Speaker, the member opposite's view is somewhat limited. California has had these for 3 years. They did not make money in the first year. By the second year, they were successful. By the third year, they're a roaring success, Mr. Speaker. And that was, their evaluation was released just 2 weeks ago, Mr. Speaker. So yes, we are prudently looking at all the evidence, the experience of other places, and we will make sure Ontarians get solutions to their congestion challenges, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. New question. Member from